Okie dokie. So, we are here to discuss what happened 2 days ago.
That's right, on August 10th.
Right. So, 2 cars on the 401.
Which is North America's busiest highway.
Right. And I'm in the vehicle, in your vehicle with you. You're in front of us in your vehicle.
Yeah.
And we're just right near the Allen Exchange Way, right? Or whatever.
Allen Expressway.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But we're on the 401 and we are eastbound, towards the center of Toronto.
Middle of the afternoon.
Middle of the afternoon. late afternoon.
Was it?
Yeah.
Like 3:30, 4?
No, it was later than that.
Yeah, it was like 6.
Okay. And we were in a construction zone, thank God. So we were slowed down to about 50 kilometers,
Yeah,
which
50,
is like
60 kilometers.
35 miles an hour, right?
35 miles an hour.
Okay. So, loud explosion.
Yep.
And I'm in the passenger seat, you're driving, and I automatically, I thought I'd been shot. I thought our vehicle had been shot. And then, pull over. You're freaked out.
Yep.
You pull over. I didn't even see, but apparently a car in front of you.
I pulled over, and then another car pulled over, an SUV in front of us, and a woman got out and was checking for tires, but it was louder than tires.
In front of us or behind us?
I think she was right behind you.
Yes.
So she came forward and then pulled over as well. And we're all just, I honestly wanted to check, did I get shot?
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking, I must have got shot because it was so loud.
This wasn't like a gunshot, it was like
louder.
Like a cannon
Yeah.
shot. A cannon. And we were in the middle of the car on a Honda, and Steve's with me. We heard it from underneath our car, and it was so loud that it sounded like a bomb going off.
Yeah.
And
it was louder than tires.
So the car behind us, which was a stranger's car, pulled over immediately, as did we, and as did her in the car in front of us, Kim, because we all thought maybe a tire's blown out, even though it was 10 times louder than that.
That's right. And there's no way it could have been a backfire.
No.
It wouldn't have been. It was so much louder
I never ever suspected a backfire because it was just way too loud.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's not forget the transmission. The transmission in my car, at just a microsecond or two after the explosion, it went ka-thunk, really, really loud. And I thought my transmission had blown up or something. So we pulled over, we checked the tires are fine. So we have no explanation as to how this happened.
It was shocking. It was absolutely shocking.
It was terrifying, really.
It was scary beyond.
Well, I knew it wasn't
shaking
the answer, but I said, Matthew, check the tires.
Yeah, and I knew
But at the same time, I'm thinking it was louder than just a tire being blown.
And that's what the SUV did too. It was loud. It was so loud. It couldn't have been tires. But you're looking for a rational explanation.
And you're looking for another. I was looking for a truck to be blowing up or something.
Yeah, and there were no car parts behind us on the highway. So whatever caused this huge concussive wave didn't involve any car parts falling off the car. So as we were gathering back in the cars and driving away, I said to Stephen, the only thing that could have done this would be a percussive grenade, a flashbang they call them. That's the only thing that could have done that, and there's no way it could have been tossed. It had to have been underneath the vehicle, remotely done. I don't know for sure if that was the cause, but it certainly matches the symptoms.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I mean, I've learned a little bit about directed energy weapons. I have a little bit of knowledge about that. I looked it up today, and they do have noise weapons they've been trying out. Right. None of this stuff is advanced, by the way. It's just hidden, this kind of technology when it comes to directed energy weapons. They've been using them for 20 years now, experimenting with different kinds of directed energy weapons. So it's really not advanced, it's just hidden. But when that happened, I had no explanation for that loud. For me, it was like a sawed-off shotgun, almost like as far away as your head from me, right?
Now, the other thing we should point out is this was August 10th, which was 2 days ago, and the 2 days before that, I was on Lorien Fenton's show, The Fenton Perspectives, giving an interview about my book, The Murder of Time, Making and Unmasking a Sleeper. And I've never had this kind of event before, but I don't know if it's related or not, but I just thought I'd throw that out.
And I'm Kim. This is Steve. We're friends with Matthew. And yeah, when that happened, it was pretty unnerving.
It scared the crap
We weren't the
out of
only
us.
ones, though.
Yeah, we
the
weren't
car
the
behind
only
us.
ones. Yeah.
Pulled over too.
I think
It was,
everybody was kind of like,
and
what
it-
just happened?
And it felt like it came from underneath the
And
vehicle.
because you were the middle car, you were the car that it actually happened to. It was me
Well,
in front
it
of you
would-
and
it
the
would
people
appear that
behind
way.
you. We knew that something huge had just happened.
And then
but
we were in
didn't
the
know
center. Our
who
car
it
was the center of
Yeah,
the
so
sound.
that's-
Now, one more thing, we took the car to the mechanic this morning, and they put it up on a hoist. And right underneath the passenger compartment, there's a heat shield that blocks the heat from the exhaust pipe coming from the engine. And that heat shield was blown off the bolts. So it had to be reattached with large washers because the holes were now huge. It had been blown off the bolts. And I had that car in just a few months ago to change the tires, and he put that on a hoist, and he would have told me if there was any problem. So I don't know what that means either.
Didn't he say it looks like someone was trying to scare you?
Yeah, he said,
Well, when we describe what had happened.
Yeah.
See, I always try to critical think about everything, right? Or you'll be accused of jumping to conclusions.
Right.
So it's like, I'm just trying. And so that's why I checked the news 2 nights ago. Because I'm like, was there a power explosion on the 401? Was there something else? There's nothing in the news.
Yeah, it was really centrally located, though.
And the other car wouldn't have pulled over as well.
No.
I'm actually surprised
Car
more
behind,
cars
car in front.
didn't pull over.
yeah.
Because that was the loudest. I've never heard anything like it. And I have no reference of having a shotgun fired, thank God, that far from my head.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's like a sawed-off shotgun, what you imagine that kind of impact sound would be, but even more, and right from underneath the vehicle.
To me, it's more like a cannon. It was like a cannon when they do those military displays and they fire an old cannon. That's what it was like to me.
Only
underneath the car.
thing I could find, Matthew, that I thought might be interesting is they do the defense or the U.S. defense or whoever has been experimenting with something called LIPE, and it basically is a new directed energy weapon that is a sound weapon.
Yeah.
That gets they use plasma. What is matter?
Right.
Matter comes what? It comes in 4 states: solid, liquid, gas, and then plasma. Right.
Yeah.
And this. I don't want to make any assumptions, but that kind of a sound, and it was miraculous. It's like, well, you were checking to see if you were hit, right?
Well, yeah, I'm thinking, was I just shot? Because
Yeah.
I've heard that when you
Yeah.
get shot, you don't always recognize it at
Right.
first.
Right.
I thought,
Right.
was I just shot? I don't know. You
Yeah.
know?
Well,
Yeah.
I really thought that the tires were blowing out at least. Perhaps the car, the
It was even
transmission-
louder though than getting
I know.
shot.
And
It was
not-
louder than. It was really loud.
I want to say one thing, that emotionally for me, what I felt is incredible guilt in that moment when I realized that this was directed at me, and I realized that my friends are collateral damage in this thing, and I just think it's a pretty sorry state of affairs when whistleblowers are targeted in this way.
Well, we're not your friends anymore.
Yeah, well, I
so
know,
we
yeah.
should say
Yeah.
that.
yeah, we're going to be
yeah.
leaving very
Yeah.
shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And remember, I'm Kim. This is Steve.
Yes.
And I'm
And,
Matthew.
yeah.